Oh. All right, so today a Seattle local makeup artist is gonna be giving me a makeover. I've done these videos now all over the world, and I actually haven't done it in Seattle, which if you're new here, I lived in Seattle for about 8 years. So I'm very excited that I found Glam by Rayna on Instagram, and I actually found her and saved her work like months ago because as we maybe know, I'm a Love is Blind fan. And when Netflix shot their Seattle season, she did the makeup for a few of the girls on that season. So she did Chelsea's makeup, she did Bliss's makeup. So I started, going back on her feed, and I just love her style. She does a lot of South Asian weddings. So she does weddings, non-wedding makeup, just everyday makeup if you have an event. So I'm gonna have her info linked down below in the description box. Tell her you came from this video. Love doing these videos too because it's so cool when you guys let me know that you ended up getting your makeup done by one of the makeup artists that were shown in this video. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you do while you're watching, you can give it a thumbs up. Also, all of the products that she used on my face today will be listed down below in the description box and in a pinned comment.
Hey everyone, my name is Rayna. I am a makeup artist in Seattle, Washington. I also travel across Washington and all over the country if you'd like to book me. My name is Glam by Rayna on Instagram, TikTok, and I also have a website, glambyrayna.com. I cannot wait to do Taylor's makeup today, and I can't wait for you guys to see the look.
I am not gonna look until the end.
Okay.
To make it exciting.
First things first, we're gonna go in with some skin prep. I'm starting out with the Rhode Peptide Glazing Fluid. It's like a lighter moisturizer.
Okay.
I don't really like super thick moisturizers under makeup.
So what kind of look are we doing?
So I was watching the other videos that you posted with all the other talented makeup artists. I noticed that a lot of them did smoky looks. So today I want to do a soft but snatched glam on you.
Ooh, yeah. I feel like that's really popular right now too.
Yes, definitely very popular. I'm kind of channeling Patrick Ta. He is one of my favorite makeup artists, so that's kind of the vibe we're going for today.
Nice.
So now that the skin is prepped, I'm gonna let all that soak in, and I'm gonna start on the eyes. So I'm using the Anastasia Brow Freeze to comb through the brows. Brows are seriously, I think, the most important part of the look, because you can make or break a look just by messing up the brows.
So I found you because I watched Love is Blind.
Oh yes! Oh my gosh!
And I followed, I think I saw like Chelsea or Bliss's makeup, and I saw that they tagged you. I was looking through your page and I was like, oh my god, the rest of your makeup was beautiful. How was that? How did that happen?
Yeah, that was such a cool experience. I was actually like in the middle of watching that season when I got a message from Chelsea and I was like, I had to do a double take at my phone. I was like, wait. So that was really cool, and yeah, experiencing that was so fun. Like, they were filming after the altar and I had to like keep my mouth closed. I couldn't talk about it.
Ooh, did you get like spoilers?
I mean, yeah, I did. And it was cool because they were filming in Chelsea's apartment while I was there. So I got to see like all the behind
you
the
saw
scenes.
the whole crew.
Yes.
What type of makeup do you usually get like hired to do?
So mostly weddings. Wedding season here in Seattle is like April through October, because that's really only time we get some good weather. So it's crazy during wedding season. I have been doing makeup for going on 7 years now.
So you're just coming off of wedding season.
Yes. So this was actually perfect timing when you reached out to me. This is actually the P. Louise eye base. It's like kind of like a concealer. Most of my clientele, I do a lot of South Asian bridal makeup.
I want to go to an Indian wedding so bad because I know it's like a full, because you have like the Sangeet and then
Yeah,
like a whole thing.
it's a full week at least.
So are you usually hired for the entire week?
Usually for like the main events, so 3 to 4 events.
Oh my gosh.
You would think.
That's great for a makeup artist though.
It is. I always tell my fellow makeup artists, I'm like, you guys need to tap into the South Asian bridal community because it is the best.
And then you're getting like, I'm sure, a lot of referrals too from people. Tip for you guys if you're makeup artists out there.
Yes, instead of getting booked for just 1 day, you'll get booked for at least 3.
Also just like so fun to see like the different colors and like
Yeah.
things that you can do, because I feel like it's a little more just color-wise different and fun than a lot of bridal makeup tends to be.
Definitely, yeah, it's so fun. I feel like every look that I do is so different from each other, so I never know what to expect. I also do hair.
Oh, you do?
I do hair, makeup, and then the whole like bridal setting, because it's like it's not just pinning a veil, it's like pinning the scarf, the jewelry to the head, and you know, the whole
Oh,
thing.
so you like assemble all of it for
Yeah.
them? Oh, cool. Is your family South Asian, or did you just
Yeah.
like, okay.
Mom is Indian and my dad is Norwegian.
Have you tried the matte 3 one?
Oh,
The
this
Patrick
one?
Ta. Oh, literally what you're using. I thought you were using the 2.
Yes, we're using Patrick Ta Major Dimension. I think this is volume 3. Yes, volume 3. So good.
The tones too.
Yeah, I love how it's half cool, half warm.
And you're self-taught?
I am self-taught. Yes, I actually learned everything from YouTube.
There you go. Who did you watch?
Oh gosh. Well, you know, back in the day, I loved Anthony Moda, Mac Barbie 07.
Oh,
Juicy
you were
Star
like an
07.
OG watcher.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
I really like Nicole Guerrero, Carly Bible.
Oh, good.
You know, all the OGs.
How long does hair usually take for bridal?
It depends on the hairstyle. Usually an hour, but like it can go up to even 2 hours depending on
Really?
the hairstyle. Yeah. A lot of Indian brides for the Sangeet, they like to do like a side braid that's really intricate. So that takes some time. And a lot of extensions, a lot of hair padding.
What is hair padding?
It's like, you know those donuts that we use?
Oh,
it's like that,
to get
but
volume.
then yeah.
Yeah.
But you can also like cut it up and like mold it how you want it.
Just
That's
to
what
get
I do.
volume in like different ways. Oh, do you stick it like in the braid?
Yeah, you stick it in the braid and then you like pin the hair around it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So like the braid isn't actually a braid. It's like
Yeah.
curls that you pin strategically to look
Oh.
like a braid. I told myself I would never do hair.
Really?
Yeah. So many people would ask me and I was just like, no, I like makeup. I'm never gonna do hair. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I did, and then it was great. And I started getting so many more clients once I started doing hair as
I
well.
bet. I was gonna say, I think it's so nice when you can find someone who does both, because it's just like less coordinating. You don't have to go to 2 places.
Exactly. It is so much more convenient for the client, and it's like more business for me, so why
Yeah.
not? I used to film YouTube videos.
You did?
Yeah.
You're just now telling me this? I was gonna be like, welcome to your first YouTube video, but
This was like when I was like 10.
would you ever do it again or just stick to reels and stuff?
I would consider it, but honestly, it's so time consuming, as you know.
People don't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if I have the time to do it with like my wedding
You
business.
have a
and
full-time
everything.
job, so it makes sense. Yeah.
Reels are super fun or TikToks because it's quick and you don't have to really talk if you don't want to. You can just
Yeah.
put some sound. I have always done eyes first because I feel like it's just much easier when you get fallout to just wipe it away.
So if people want to create like this kind of softer glam eyeshadow look, what are you doing different than if you were just doing like a smoky eye?
So I'm definitely going in with softer tones. I'm sticking to like these few shades over here and then really making sure that I'm blending and diffusing the color so it's not too harsh. But I did do a soft cut crease and I added like a nice light bone shade on top. And it's not like a harsh cut crease, it's kind of a little bit diffused.
I never use those.
Neither do I, honestly.
Today's the day.
I have used the black and I really liked it. So I'm gonna start creating a wing.
So you're creating a wing with the cream shade in the Patrick Ta.
Yes. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna go in with some shadow and kind of smudge it out.
And if people want to recreate this, how do you determine how far to pull it?
So you definitely do not want to go past the brow. I like to do it like kind of in between the brow and where the eye starts.
I just realized that you did brows in like a minute. That was like the fastest. We were like talking and then brows are done. Do you have one makeup brand that's like your favorite, or do you have a bunch of stuff from different brands?
Oh gosh, so many. I like different brands for different things, of course, but I love, like I've mentioned, Patrick Ta. I love all his stuff. And then also Huda Beauty is amazing. Dior, Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, so we just used the cream shadow from the Patrick Ta palette. Just a warning, definitely set it before you have your client or yourself opens your eyes because it transfers. So we just had that happen and I went back in with the cream shadow to kind of erase the transfer and then go back in with the shadows and reblend everything, and we're back
We're good to go now.
Always let your lashes dry a little bit. That's the key.
Yep. Or else they're just sliding around. Would you ever want to have your own makeup brand?
That would be a dream. I would love that. The eyes are pretty much done. Now we're gonna go on to the base. I'm gonna start with the Milk Hydro Grip. My favorite primer. I've gone through, geez, I don't know, like 20 bottles of
That's
these.
a jumbo guy.
Yeah, this is a jumbo. I don't even know if they sell this anymore.
That one is definitely tacky. That one's like glue.
Super tacky. But I really like this one.
Lasting, yeah.
I know a lot of people like don't believe in primers, but I do.
Certain ones you can for sure see a difference.
Yeah. But even if, let's say, it doesn't make a difference in longevity, at least it makes the makeup like sit better, I feel.
I feel like it needs something to grip to, whether it's like a skincare product you're using or an SPF, or like it needs something to adhere to. Next, she's taking a one size Patrick Star blurring primer and actually just applying that on top of the Milk makeup primer, but while it's still wet. I feel like that almost might help, because sometimes when you layer primers, I feel like it can create like a weird thing.
True.
But if it's not dry yet, I wonder if that...
I actually never thought about that. Because this has always worked for me.
Yeah.
But
I have self-tanner on right now, so she's matching to my chest.
Actually, I think that's pretty perfect.
Really?
We're using a classic Armani Luminous Silk. I also love House Labs.
I love that one.
That one is...
That's one of my favorite foundations.
I'm obsessed with that foundation.
That is really long-lasting, too.
It is.
I actually wore that to a wedding, and I was shocked at the end of the night.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I love the finish of it. It looks like skin.
Is your mom still out there? I feel so bad.
She's so used to waiting for me.
Does she want a snack or anything?
People always ask me how I do brows before foundation and not get the foundation on the brows, and this is how. You just carve it out with a brush rather than like a big fluffy brush.
You're using a tiny like
a concealer brush.
Okay. So after carving out the brows with a smaller brush, now she's going back in with the Kabuki brush to blend the foundation on my forehead. Going in with concealer, this is the Tarte Shape Tape, and it's interesting because almost every makeup artist either still uses Tarte Shape Tape or Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I feel like those are the most popular too. I've also had different makeup artists mix the two, but they must like just wear really well, and the coverage, you know, it's a higher coverage. So I think it just works well for a lot of different kind of people and different events and stuff. Taking a sponge, she's blending out that concealer after it sat on for a bit. Going in with the cream Say blush, which I also love. She's saying she's starting the blush right where the pupil is and then going out. And this just has such a pretty glow to it. I love this product.
Okay, so now that my cream blush is there, I'm gonna go back in and blend out any creases that have formed under the eyes. I'm gonna have you keep your eyes up the whole time so that the creases don't come back. Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch pressed powder first on a powder puff, and this is Cherry Blossom. I love a pink under eye, not super pink, but just a little bit to kind of blend the blush into the under eye.
What products are your most repurchased?
I would say I run through concealers and foundations the most. And blushes, like cream blushes or liquid. Then I'm going in with the Cherry Blossom loose version of the powder.
Oh, over top.
Yes, and this will really give you that airbrushed look. Smooths it out even more. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer.
Hit pan on that guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is like my most used shade. So I don't like to let the bake sit for too long, so I'm just gonna brush or blend that out.
So what would you say, like a couple minutes?
Yeah, unless the client has really oily skin, then I would let it sit for a little bit longer. Now we're gonna contour. This is a classic KVD Beauty Shade and Light.
Oh my god, this is like a...
Ancient.
Yeah.
Well, this is new,
isn't made anymore, right?
No, it is. I've never tried a powder contour that's better than this.
Really?
So I just constantly go back.
This made me want to repurchase this because I really like the way the contour looks. I think she's just kind of touching up the powder on the rest of my face, and then she's going to go into nose contour.
You always want to apply at the like front of the brow and then bring it all the way down to the tip. That gives you a more of a natural look. I always like to set the cream or liquid blush with some powder. Patrick Ta, She's a Doll.
I love how the under eyes look nice and bright and pinky, and then also just the pink blush with it. I love this palette.
Dior. What is this called? I forgot.
Backstage
Glow face palette. So I kind of like to mix all of them.
Same.
Points of the cheekbone. I'm not a huge like highlight person anymore. I think we all were at one point. A little bit definitely does give that glow from within. Just a touch on the nose.
Is that your real hair?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's so
Usually
long.
I have it tied up when I'm working.
No, it's so pretty. That Patrick Ta cream ended up being a real biatch and kept transferring, so just like don't use that. But she's taking a warmer shadow on the lower lash line, and I like the cooler on top with the warmer on the bottom. Another matte, and just blending that out, adding a pop in the inner corner, and applying some lower lash mascara.
Also, another thing I've noticed is in the past videos, there was a lot of like brown lips. I want to do like a pinky brown.
Okay, good. Yeah.
To match with like the cheeks. I think it'll be cute. So I'm using MAC Strip Down.
I do have a little like lip oil on right now.
Oh, okay. Should wipe it off. Yeah.
I don't think I've used Strip Down, the shade, on my self-tanner skin in years, and I really like it.
I'm going to be mixing Patrick Ta lip cream in She's Independent with Anastasia Dusty Rose. This is going to be like the perfect nudie pink lip. Now for gloss, Makeup by Mario. These glosses are my favorite right now. I'm using Soft Nude and Soft Blush.
Soft Nude is such a pretty tone.
One size on till dawn. Make sure you shake it up real good.
The mister on that one is really nice too.
And I like how it doesn't make your face wet, which is weird, but are you ready to see the final look?
I'm ready. With her beautiful mirror. Oh my god. Wait, I feel like I need to let this down for the full effect. Ooh, it looks so good. I love the coverage and it looks good. Wow, my forehead looks really smooth. I'm just like staring at it. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
We're adding body glow, by the way.
Tom Ford Shimmering Body Oil.
I'm surprised you're not using the Patrick Ta one. Because he also has one.
I do have that
Ooh,
one.
that looks nice. That looks really shimmery. That smells real good.
It's like a perfume
Oh my god.
body oil.
That smells like summer.
Needed that final touch.
Yeah. See if I'm tall enough now. Oh yeah, look at that. We both got
Perfect.
it. Thank you so much.
Thanks
for
having
doing
me.
this. Okay, so Rayna has left the premises and I just like to do like a shot in a little bit different lighting and stuff just so you can see, just kind of like hear my thoughts too after each time after the makeup artist finishes. So first thing to know is that I feel like she matched my foundation to my body very well. Looks good, not too dark, not too light. I really like that she did just like very light bronzing and focused mostly on the blush. I think the blush looks really beautiful. I like the brightness that this whole area has with like that blush color and the under eyes. I think it does look nice and like pink and bright. So I really like that. I think the lashes are longer than I'm used to on my eyes. Patrick Ta cream, just don't use that. Don't use the cream in the Patrick Ta palette because it definitely transfers. It's the first time that she's used that, she said, the brown. Like she doesn't usually use that. And so it did transfer and still like there's a little bit of transfer right there that is fully just like the product. So, but the eyeshadow itself looks like very nice and blended and just soft. And I like that she did all matte. And I do really like that Tom Ford body glow. I might need to get that. It's definitely glittery. Like it has, you know, it has some sparkle in it, but it has a nice sheen and it smells incredible. Let me know what you think of the makeup look down below. Again, I'll have Rayna's info down below and all of the makeup that she used and everything. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.
See ya.
Bye.